Okay, next we will proceed with the currency conversion case study. Nowadays, most of the companies operate across countries. Hence, currency conversion is one of the important tasks or features that needs to be included as part of the reports. What I will do is I will quickly run through this case study. Walmart is a fictitious company. It is based out of Europe. They operate their retail electronic chain across the countries. Since they operate across countries, their country sales data having multiple currencies in it. Hence, they want to convert their multiple currencies data with a single currency to calculate or get to know their revenue or sales in euro currency. Since Walmart is part of Europe, they want to calculate the revenue in euro currency. See, in this case study, what I am going to do is I am going to get historic and live exchange rates for different currencies from this URL. So, using some API, we are going to connect to this website wherein we extract the different currency rates, and we will take a look at how to convert them into a single currency of our choice. In simple term, we need a table to hold the exchange rates and the currencies for any given specific sale date. I'll just show you my data set so that you will be able to understand. This is the data set. Assume that this is the data set from the sales data set. So if you look here, we have product, sales, currency and date. And this is sale date. This is the date we sold these different products. So right. So that is what it shows. So we need to have one more table which should have the currencies for any given date. For any given date, the currency value equivalent to, see, for this currency, see, this is a Canadian dollar. For this Canadian dollar on this date, what is the corresponding exchange rate in euro currency? For this, what we are going to do is we are going to pass this sales date to that website using the API, so that what we will do is we will get the currency exchange rate for that specific date, right? In order to get the currency or the exchange rate for each specific currencies, specific date, simply what we are doing, we are simply passing this date as an argument to that API. Okay, so in that case, what will happen is we can get the currency or the exchange rate for these specific currencies for this specific date. Okay, this is very important because currency exchange rate varies from day to day. Okay, fine. What I will do is I'll just show you the prerequisites. So this is the website wherein if you click on get API key, it will ask you for your email ID or username password. You need to specify your email and password. Once you give the email ID and password, you can sign up. Okay, it will help you to sign up, and as soon as you are able to sign up, it will show you the access key. I just show you the website. This is the website. Okay, exchange rates API.io. So here I got the API key already. Yes, you can give email ID, personal email ID you can give it. Okay, it accepts that. You can also try it out now if you want. Okay, you can just click on get API key, exchange rates API.io. You can go here, you can click on this. When you click on this, it will ask you the email ID. You can give whatever email ID you have, you can give it. Once you give your email ID and sign up with this, right, so it will give you the access key. Once you get the access key, you're all set. You can, I just show you here in this website. Yeah, I just see if I scroll down, look here, I got my access key. That's all. It's very simple process. And if you scroll down, you can find, if you want to get the live exchange rate, you can use this link. So in along with this link, access key has to be given. So they are already given here. Okay, and next one is, if you scroll down and when you click on historical, this is to get for different days or any specific day, if you want to see the or get the exchange rate for different currency symbols. Fine. So you can get the exchange rate for historical or the past or any given date. For the live exchange also you can get it. So to get the live exchange rate, you need to use this URL. For historical, you need to use this URL. So but here you need to make sure that you are giving this format. The date should be in this format, otherwise it will not work. What I do is, I just select this one, for example, I just want to see last year, and what is this date here? 22/3/2020, 2020, and third and 22. So March 22, 2020. What is the exchange rate for different currencies? So here what I do is, I just go to this website, and this is my access key. All the simple things, I just simply copy this one, the latest one. Okay, instead of latest 2020 03/22 something like, you can give like this. You have entered an invalid date. Oh, sorry. Here I need to specify the, yeah, it's correct only, right? So, okay. 03. I should have specified. Correct. For 22 March 2020, what is the exchange rate for various currencies? You can see it here: Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, US dollar, so rupee, everything you can see it. Or if you want to see latest means today's. Okay, you can simply specify latest here. You will get the latest one. But given our use case, the sales happened in the past. Okay, so we need to pass this date dynamically to this website in order to get the exchange rate for for these for these currencies for these different dates. Okay, so for this simple thing is, I'm going to simply pass this sales date to this website, and I'll get the currencies, and then I will, once I get the currency from that website, I will convert this sales value into euro currency. That's it. Once you convert all these different transactions sales value into euro currency, you can easily find out the total sales. When you do these after you convert this into euro currency, the sales value you convert into euro currency, when you aggregate or when you summarize this one using some function, you will get to know the total sales value across all the countries. What is the total sales in euro currency? You will get to know that. Okay, so now what I will do is, I just go to the Power BI, desktop. Here already I imported, in the interest of time, the sales file. Good. So now we need to do little bit cleaning here. I just go here, and we need, basically we are going to use two files. Anyhow, this we are not going to use it any longer. I am going to disable the or deselect the enable load. Hence, when I refresh it, this one will not get loaded unnecessarily. And I am going to select sales here, sales data. Okay, here I have product, currency, everything is the date, and column null. So okay, so this is not required. I'm going to remove it. Okay, the next one is, I just go to new source and I click on web. Here you need to specify that URL. I just simply take this one, copy paste it here, click on OK. Good, we are able to get all the currencies, but it is in rows. We need to do some unpivoting. We need to shape this data. Okay, this is not required. Timestamp also not required. Base currency, let it be. It's all in euro currency. All these currencies exchange rates are in terms of euro currency. Let this date be there. And what I do is I just select these two columns. Okay, and then what I do is I just go to transform, and I'm going to unpivot other columns, excluding these two columns which I selected. Rest of the column needs to be unpivoted. That means convert all the columns into rows. We are done with that. So here I'm going to give some meaningful name. Let it be there. So we are not, but any for cross verification, we will retain these two columns. Let it be there. This is not going to cause any harm. Next, what I do is I just go to view. Okay, before that I just want to remove the suffix rates dot. If you see, for all the currencies, all the currency names or the currency symbols prefixed with a rates dot, I'm going to remove that. So replace values, rates dot by blank. I'm not going to do anything. Fine. So now it is in good shape. This is the today's exchange rate for various currencies. I want to make this dynamic. How should I do that? What I do is I'll just go to the advanced editor. I just convert this as a function. Text is the data type, because when we input the date in text format, okay, it should come and get concatenated here. I'm going to use this parameter here. I'm going to remove the latest, and I'm going to put the rest in code. So now we don't see any syntax errors. No syntax errors have been detected. Then we are all set to proceed with creating this function. Now we converted this table into a function. Good. So now let us check the same date, 2020 and 0322. Year, month, date. I'm going to pass this as an argument to my table, currency table. Good. For this date 22/3/2020, what is the this currency, right, or this value for this one? EAD, I don't know. In total, this table has 169 currencies are there in it. But we don't need all these currencies. Anyhow, let it be there. Next step is I just go to my sales table. I need to pass this date to this function as an argument. Okay, each sale date from this sales table, I need to pass. So this one has to be passed to this one to get the exchange rate for this Canadian dollar. And for this record, this sales date has to be sent an argument to this function to get the corresponding exchange rate for the USD. Sorry, exchange rate for this USD. Okay, on that day. Fine. So now what I'm going to do is, in order to pass this one to this one, I can use the custom function. I just go here, invoke custom function. So using this column, or let's say I just say for the time being, let it be their column, let it be anywhere, and I'm going to use this one. So what I do is, before that I just give some meaningful name. Okay, I just specify this one. I just go here, invoke custom function. Here I just call this function and I pass the date from this table. Look here, in this table I have date, right? So I am going to pass date to this function to get the exchange rate. I just click on it. I am getting some error here. Why are we getting error? Because the date is not in the proper format. So the date supposed to be YYY-DDD-MM-DD, year, month, date format. Since it is throwing an error, so what I do is I'm going to create a column. Instead of using custom column, I'm going to use column from examples from selection. For this column, I'm going to create another column from custom column from examples. For this column I created it. What I do is, I'm going to specify in this format year, month and date, and it is 2020 02/01. Look here, we already discussed about the features of the column from examples option. Now with this you would have understood how right, so it's so beautiful, right? So we don't have to learn about the M language. We don't have to do heavy lifting in terms of converting these dates into this format, right? So this is one of the salient features of using column from examples. So everything got, let us check randomly. 2020 March 12. Very good. It did the formatting perfectly in the required format, right? So without doing heavy lifting, it did this. So the next one is, I call this a sale date. Sale date. So on this date we sold this thing. The next what I do is, I am going to pass this date to this function. Simple. Sale date. I want to pass this correctly formatted date to this function. Let us see what happens. It is asking, it will prompt you something that importing this data is going to cause some data privacy. Simply ignore it. Click continue and ignore privacy, all the things. Save it. good. It's done a good job. So I'm going to click here, okay, not here, just on the, in this place, right? If you click on it here, you can see for each date, each sale date, the corresponding exchange rate along with the currencies. But here it shows all the currencies related exchange rate. We don't need all the currencies. For each row, it shows the exchange rate along with the currency symbol for everything, right? So, but all we need is for this row, Canadian dollar, for this date, what is the exchange rate? That's all. But it shows everything. For each row, it shows all the currency values. We don't need it. What we will do is, at this moment, I'm going to click on this to expand this. Use this one. Okay, I just let it be there. So we need these two columns. These two columns are not required, and fine. So we got everything here. So next what I do is I just I don't need all this thing, right? So next what I do is I create a custom column. So before that, I will tell you what I am going to do. Here this currency symbol, I am going to match this currency symbol with this table's currency symbol. Whatever the symbol, currency symbol that are there in my sales data file, it should match with this one, so that we can get the exchange rate for these currencies, right? Specific currency values only. We don't want all the currencies. I'll just show you with this. You should be able to. I'm going to create another custom column. So here I just simply say this is my sales date. In the sales data set, I have the column called currency. This one should be equivalent to the exchange rate table currencies. I click on OK. Okay, now if you look at the custom column, we have something called true false. That means for this row, CAD, and in that table we have many currencies are there. So whichever values are matching to this one, it will show true. I'm going to deselect and select only true. Boom, we are able to get it, right? So look here, for this Canadian currency, what is the corresponding exchange rate on this date? We are able to get it. Very good. So we are able to get this one, and now we don't need this column. I'm going to remove this. Now let us do some kind of cleaning here, and I don't need this one also. Next thing is I'll be doing some, okay, I just do some kind of even this one is also not required at this moment. We got the exchange rate. This is what is important. Anyhow, let it be there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say currencies. I rename the column. This is exchange rate. This exchange rate is with respect to the sale date and with respect to this, matching with this dollar, okay, this currency. So now I want to convert, each and every row sales into euro currency. So what I am going to do, I am going to create another custom column, sales value in euro currency. What is that column name? The column name is sales. Okay, here itself we can see sales divided by the exchange rate. fine. So here I just say fixed decimal number. Good. That's all. We are able to successfully convert the multiple currencies sales value into single euro currency value. Now we can go to, we will close and apply this one. Now let us go to the report canvas and we will test it whether it has been done correctly. We will validate it one more time. No error, everything got imported. I just click on this visual. Let me resize it so that you can see it everything here. Product, and then the sales value in euro currency. For testing purpose, I'm going to use the currency, and currencies, everything is matching, good. And the exchange rate also, we can see it here if you want it. Exchange rate table date, say different dates, right? So you can, we don't need this one now. I'm going to remove this. This is enough. Perfect. So now we are able to see the total sales value in euro currency. This is euro currency. You can probably go to format here and you can do it. Okay, I'll show you the format later, the thing later. And next, what we will do is we'll compare with our original data set. So here we have close to 14 minus 1, 13 records are there. Here we have 13 records are there. Let me see why it is not showing all the 13 records. Okay, I just say do not summarize, and sales value in euro currency. This is for testing purpose. Good. So here we can see everything. For Canon, we can see 3 records here, but when we go here, can we see 3 records? But here we have 4 records are there. Here we have 4 records are there. Let me just go here. For Canon, why it shows only 3 records? Here 1, 2, 3, right? Don't summarize, and sales, don't summarize. Good. 1000 and 2000 and 4000 and 10,000. Yes, for this Canon, the currency is not in the proper symbol. So this is Sweden currency. Here the data issue is there. So though we did a lot of cleaning, everything, but still there is some mistake with respect to the data itself. See, right, we need to take care of so many things. That is why it is not showing all the 4 records. The next one is Nikon. 4 records are there. Let us filter it based on the Nikon here. 4 records are there. So for Nikon, 300, 500, 1000, 2000, good. And for Panasonic, everything else is correct. 5 records are there. Okay, good. So everything is fine. Now what I do is I just go to this values icon, and here you can see all the columns that we used to populate this table visual. So here all we need is, now we need to summarize. Now we understood to view the data in don't summarize, helped us to understand the data problem. You need to analyze that one also. if you directly do summarize, if you see this, you will get to know, okay, 24,084 euro currency. This is what the sales we made. The data issues, only when you enable the don't summarize, you will be able to find out. Hope you find this helpful, and you are able to understand how to convert multiple currency into a single currency, right? Fine. So the next one is, what we will do is we'll proceed with the next one, the appending the record. That's a very simple one. All of you are already familiar with the basic or DBMS thing. What I will do is I'll just